As we all know, obesity continues to be a problem in the United States and around the world, but there's some promising news. There's a new class of diet drugs that might change the game when it comes to the obesity epidemic. But is it really the magic pill that we need? That's the question we're asking, and I want to give you details on what the pill does, how it works, or what this class of drugs do. And we'll see if it's promising, but keep in mind, this seems to be, in my opinion, another wave of promising pharmaceutical drugs that ends up being a disaster. And I'll explain what I mean by that in just a moment. But first, some details here. The class of drugs is called incretins. Initially created to spur insulin production in diabetes patients, these drugs often left participants in drug trials with two notable side effects. They felt full, and it also delayed gastric emptying, which is an uncomfortable phrase to be sure. But in other words, recipients feel full quicker while food itself moves from stomach to intestine more slowly, which makes you feel even more full. The combination of those effects caused patients to eat less and consistently lose weight. So this is already being prescribed to people for its off-label use of helping them lose weight, and it has shown some promising results. The newest of these medications cause around 20% weight loss within the same range that bariatric surgery achieves. That means like the bypass surgery and stuff like that, right? Now, and while common side effects include nausea and other gastrointestinal distress.
Oh boy.
Like, I mean, it sounds like it's constipation, but anyway, it's a much less disruptive medical intervention than surgery. So there are some upsides. I think I listed some of those upsides for you, but there are also downsides, including the need to take the drug indefinitely, like for the rest of your life. The second you stop taking the drug, then you start to gain the weight because your appetite comes back. But Cenk, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. All right, so I like that you stopped right there. We're going to a weight loss expert.
No, I mean,
okay, so first of all, I didn't appreciate you calling Republicans incretins. And so, look, here are disastrous words. Delayed gastric emptying.
Yeah, so it's like just.
So that's constipation. Okay, that's okay, but that's not the bad part. No, Anna, you actually were wrong on one thing. They say nausea and other gastrointestinal distress, right? Where you read. That actually does not mean constipation. That one means diarrhea. Okay, and sometimes you can't control it. So
really,
that doesn't look. It's. I talked to my doctor about it, and he thinks the side effects are very small. I talked to someone who took it and said they were not small for him, but he takes 1,000 different drugs, so who knows, right? What caused the combination of things that it did, but yeah, you got to watch out for that. But that's not my number one issue, okay? Although it's a significant issue for me, and everybody's different. I don't weigh a lot, and because oh my God, I'm hungry all the time and I can't help but eat. Or you put 10 cookies in front of me, so I ate all 10 cookies. No, I could eat 1 or 2 and be done with it, right? I actually don't even eat in large quantities at all. For me, the problem is I just love food. So if it makes me feel full instantly, I'm like, that's a bummer. So like that's not, I was hoping when I first heard about these set of drugs that they did something to your metabolism so you can keep eating and lose weight, right? But they don't, they just make you feel full, which I don't have a willpower problem. I just like the taste too much. I don't want to give it up.
Yeah, but like you crave bad foods. Like you don't, he doesn't eat a lot. Like I've obviously had meetings with him where there's food involved. You don't eat a lot, but you eat crap food.
I do.
He loves crap food. He'll order the dessert before the actual dinner, like that kind of stuff.
Big brain.
Huge brain. But no, in this case, it's all about helping you feel full so you're not craving food. Because, and I'm glad that, weight is finally being discussed in a more comprehensive way because it's always been so simplistic in the messaging, right? Oh, it's just diet and exercise. Calories in, calories out, diet and exercise, that's all it is. No, but it's not just that, right? Because your brain is involved. And your brain sends signals implying or indicating that you are hungry, that you need to eat. So this is helping to, I guess, like train your brain to not crave the food, right? You're feeling so full physically that it doesn't really matter what your brain is communicating, right? You can't stomach eating more because you feel so full.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That sounds amazing. Actually.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's super interesting.
That sounds amazing.
To me, it sounds terrible.
For me,
then how would I eat if I'm so full?
For me, I mean, look, I luckily I'm a healthy weight, so I'm not complaining and I'm not interested in these drugs. Okay, so I want to be clear about that. But in terms of like when I start to kind of let myself go, it's because I want the Nutella. I want the Nutella and I want it at 1 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but that isn't like you're full or not full. It's that you want the taste of Nutella.
No, I'm hungry and I want the Nutella.
Oh, you're hungry. Okay.
Yeah, no, totally. Like I love when I feel full and I'm not craving anything. Right?
I'm gonna add something super random to the story, having nothing to do with the medicines.
Sure.
One of the reasons that I have the weight issue is the portions that restaurants give. And I feel guilty like only eating. Sometimes I could eat just a quarter and be done with it, right? But then everybody judges you. They look like, oh yeah, I guess you're wasting food.
No one's judging you.
Okay.
You gotta get that weird immigrant mentality out of your head, okay? Your parents aren't around. They're not judging you because you're like wasting food. You'll be fine. He likes to keep the leftovers. He eats the leftovers later. It'll be okay.
Okay, anyway.
But also, look, if you really wanna be offended, go to France and see what their portions look like. That's offensive. Like I need more than 2 bites. I'm sorry.
I kind of like it. I want to sample food, except it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, look, guys, it does seem to work, and everybody's reporting that the different kinds of drugs that they have. Every company's trying their own. There's different brands. We're not going to recommend any brands. It does seem to take 15-20% off, but it's because it makes you feel really full. And you could have nausea or gastrointestinal distress. So that is a real side effect that's possible. So make up your own decision. And by the way, you're not necessarily gonna get it. So it originally was for diabetes and you had to be diabetic or pre-diabetic to get it. But now some are prescribing it for weight loss, but not all the insurance is taking it. Is accepting it, so you might get denied. And if you do, it costs a ton of money.
$2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if your insurance does cover it and you're insured by your employer, you're kind of stuck at that job, right? Because if you get fired or if you leave that job and you lose that insurance, then you got to pay for it out of pocket until you're insured through another employer. So there are downsides to it, but those downsides are more related to how messed up our system is.